Hey y'all, welcome back to my Crafty Kirsty channel. Today I am going to be making a cake stand with supplies from the Dollar Tree. Real fast, if you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified every time I post videos. Give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if you have made a cake stand from the Dollar Tree or if there's any Dollar Tree crafts that you would like to see. Alright, so I have a pizza pan, a glass candle holder, some rope, burlap ribbon. I'm going to be using these Waverly chalk paints from Walmart. I have the color Elephant as my base. I'm going to put a little bit of an antique wax and then I'll seal it all with a clear wax. I began my project by flipping over the pizza pan and using hot glue to glue the candlestick holder right to the center of the pizza pan. I pushed it down real good and let it sit there for a minute so it would be nice and stuck. Now it's time for the paint. Again, I'm using the Waverly paint from Walmart, chalk paint, and it's the color Elephant Gray. It's my favorite. I've used it several times. If you can't find all of these items from your local Dollar Tree, I will have similar items linked down below from Amazon. Once I was finished painting the bottom, I let it dry for a couple of hours and I flipped it over and painted the top. Once that was dry, I did it all over again. So I did 2 coats of the gray chalk paint on this project. Once I finished with both coats of the Elephant chalk paint, I used this antique wax and just barely put any on my brush and gave it a nice distressed look. I did this all around the edge. I went around the center just until I was happy with it, and I also went up the candlestick holder along the edges to give it a nice distressed look. Next, I used a microfiber towel to rub off the excess wax and also help it to blend in. Then I flipped it over and did the same thing to the top. Next, I used a clear wax to seal the chalk paint and the antique wax. I gave it a good thick coat and let it sit for a minute. This also helped the antique wax blend in. Once again, I am taking my microfiber towel and I'm wiping off the excess clear wax. This helped the antique wax blend in even more and gave it a beautiful distressed look. It's not shown in the video, but once I was done with the top, I flipped it over into the bottom, and I actually let this dry for a day before I added the rope. So here I'm just hot gluing the rope to the top edge of the cake plate, and I just did it in sections, so little by little all the way around the cake plate. Next, I decided to add a second layer of the rope around the edge. So this helped to hide that edge of the pizza pan all the way around. It gave it a nice professional look, and I really love the way that it turned out. Here I'm showing exactly where I'm putting the hot glue so that it's nice and hidden. I just put it right along the bottom of that rope. Next, I'm going to be showing how I made the roses. So I took my ribbon, I folded the corner down, and then I folded it again. And then I just started rolling. So as you're rolling the ribbon, just fold it backwards and tuck it in, if that makes sense. And I just kind of played with it as I went along. The folding the ribbon gives it a nice look of the petals of the rose. So I just kept going, and I kind of undid it and redid it several times just to get it to look exactly how I wanted it. You can see me folding that ribbon underneath right there and how it looks like rose petals. So once I was done, I cut the end of the ribbon and I hot glued that last piece. And I also just kind of stuffed some hot glue in some pockets that I could see, just because I wasn't hot gluing it as I went, and I just held it together and make sure that it wasn't going to unravel. Now I'm making the leaf for the rose, so I cut about 4 inches of the ribbon and I folded that corner down, and then I folded that end piece in and hot glued it, and I'm going to do the same for the other side. Once I finished making the leaf, I put a line of hot glue at the very bottom and I wrapped it around the rose. It gave it a nice finished look. I also snipped those little strings off. And here are my 2 roses. And now all that's left is to glue them to my cake plate, and I'm finished. I am so excited about how this turned out. I love it so much. I love the way the distressed look is. It's not too much brown, but it's still very noticeable. I love the way the roses turned out. If you can't find these items at your local Dollar Tree, I will have similar items linked down below in the description. And be sure to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I post videos, and I will see you soon.